"30 to 40 years ago, they started making little individual Christmas cakes for the Candelo Meals on Wheels clients, and from then it's sort of grown more and more now that it encompasses all the clients of Bega Valley Meals on Wheels. So the Sapphire Coast Cake Decorators Guild, the members came from far and wide when I went over there. So we had people from Bateman's Bay, Bombala, and even a couple from Canberra have come down and joined the Sapphire Coast group. And there was also the Bega Valley's well represented within the guild, members from Candelo, Bega, Merimbula, and Tathra and Tanja. So yeah, it was a real collective of people from the sort of southern part of New South Wales that have come together for this. This year we've actually got 71 cakes that the Sapphire Coast Cake Decorators Guild made. They made 79 all up, but they raffled off 8 of them themselves, and that leaves 71 for our clients. Yeah, earlier on this week I was invited out by Trish Beasley, the coordinator, to go and see the cake decorators working in action, and I went out to Candelo Town Hall and found about 20 to 25 people working in this production line, like a bunch of little elves they were. The process for making the individual cakes is quite a lengthy one. Initially, the cakes come in a 1.5 kilo size from the Lions Club. The first job is to cut those cakes into equal portions of 4, and I saw the first stage of that with this chap who'd actually made a jig up to make sure that he cuts the cakes nice and square. The next stage in the production is what they refer to as spotting. So little individual thumb-sized pieces of icing are used to plug any of the gaps or imperfections in the cakes that stops the icing from sinking. That presents a nice cake that's square and ready for the icing. The icing's then rolled into a nice sort of smooth layer, which is folded over the cake and cut off. From there it's passed on down the line, and they put a little sausage around the base of the cake, which gets pressed into various different designs. That goes on to the next person, whose chief job is just putting on the little ribbons that you see around the bottoms of the cake. From there, the toppers or the decorations get glued on, not using normal household glue, just a bit of watered down icing with some egg, I believe, is used as the adhesive for that. And some final little imprints are put around the cake for sort of effect and decoration, and then they're off to the writers. And there was 2 ladies doing the writing when I went out, and piping, little words like "Happy Christmas" and "Eat more cake" and things like that. So yeah, it was a real production line that they had going. It seemed to be working absolutely smoothly. There didn't seem to be any problems or issues in the way it was doing, and everyone seemed to be having a wonderful time. Individual decorations that you see on top of the cakes, they're made by all the members of the guild throughout the year. I think they organised 2 sessions where they come together earlier on in the year and just concentrate solely on making the little individual creations that you see on top of the cakes. Yeah, I think the clients really appreciate the fact that they're getting something. It's just a bit more than a regular gift, if you like. They really are individual pieces of art. Each one is unique, and the clients have responded back to us with lots of really great comments about what receiving these cakes means to them, and I think they sort of look forward to it as part of their sort of Christmas delivery. They're going to be lucky enough to get one of the cakes this year. I'd just like to say a big thank you to Trish Beasley and all the members of the Cake Decorators Guild for their fantastic work each year in providing these cakes to us. The cakes are really special. No one is alike, they're all unique, and the amount of work that actually goes into creating them is quite a lot. So we really appreciate the effort that this particular special group of volunteers has done for Bega Valley Meals on Wheels Plus.